Live here in SEC Unfiltered from Radio Row. You never knew who you're going to meet, but we get to meet the one and only, legendary, future All-American, South Carolina star Dylan Stewart. Dylan, how are we doing, my friend? We also get to go ahead and meet Mark Singleton, Vice President of Sales and Marketing from Southern Recipe Small Batch.
Hey,
Mark, how we
doing, buddy?
Welcome on into SEC Unfiltered. You know what to do. Like the video, hit the ring subscription, and of course, subscribe to the channel because we talk college football every single day. Download the podcast version of the show wherever you get your podcast listening systems. Follow us on the socials. Follow me at Mr. Thompson. Check out all of our great work found at secunfiltered.com. And remember, this show is fueled by FANDUEL. Visit FANDUEL.com/SECU. Join today by signing up. Get $200 in bonus bets when you win your first $5 bet. Sign up today at SEC Unfiltered, FANDUEL.com/SECU. Dylan, I know that you're here right now working with Crunch Time. Talk about your partnership. What's going on with them right now?
Crunch Time has came out with an award, Player of the Year award. They selected me this year. I came out strong with my first performance, and throughout the year I kept performing, and they chose me.
Mark, why was Dylan Stewart the perfect candidate to be the recipient of this award?
You know, we invented this award because so many offensive and defensive linemen make the game-winning play, but they don't get the press at the quarterback, the running back, the wide receivers do. And so we wanted an award, a Crunch Time Hero award, a guy that makes a play in the trenches that changes the nature of the game, that really wins the game.
Absolutely.
Dylan not only did it week 1, he did it week 8. I mean, he had a great career. One of the best careers of a freshman ever.
Here's the best question, Mark. What game didn't Dylan do it in? That's, I think, the better question, because he did it in every single game.
Well, we kept having new winners every week, and nobody beat his votes all year. And so when we tallied him up at the end of the year, he was our obvious winner. And once again, what a season he had.
Yeah.
I mean, for a freshman, period. But for a freshman in the SEC, going against those offensive linemen?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. Dylan, I got to ask you, what is your favorite flavor of Crunch Time?
Favorite flavor, hot honey.
Hot onion?
Yeah.
Is that your
hot honey?
hot honey? Is that your go-to snack before every single game?
No.
All right, I got to ask.
It is mine.
It is yours. I got to ask you, you're from Washington, D.C. area. You have no connection to the state of South Carolina, but when you found out that you were going there, what was the selling point to go on play for Shane Beamer last year?
Selling point is you could come in right early and play.
So that was the immediate selling point working with the guy like Shane. Tell me a little bit about Shane. What was his pitch about to you? Why you were going to be a difference maker alongside with a guy that we didn't know was going to hit the stride, but eventually Kyle Kennard.
It wasn't really. It was something I seen within the scheme, Coach White's scheme, and Sterluke, my edge coach. It was really something I seen.
What was your favorite move in Coach White's scheme this year? What's your favorite pass rusher move?
My favorite pass rusher is the ghost.
You're the ghost?
Yeah.
Kind of explain that to the audience. What type of move is that?
It's like you're flashing the offensive lineman, then you dip under, and he shoots his hands, and he's off balance, and he just rip.
Now let me ask you. Week 3, we have the South Carolina LSU game. Everyone's upset about it. I'm upset about it. I think Nick should have had the touchdown immediately. I think everyone knows that. Was that the moment where the season kind of flipped and everyone had a different assignment, or was there another day?
No, that was after the Alabama game. But, yeah, it was definitely after the Alabama game.
What happened in the locker room after that Alabama game when it was the 2-point conversion, you just missed, you get the turnover, you almost get the touchdown pass. What was it like in that locker room and on the bus ride back?
No, it was very, very heated, but we got back. We went to the drawing board. We looked at ourselves in the mirror and just see what we had to do.
What was your favorite game of the year that you remember that was a memory that's going to last you for the rest of your life?
Texas A&M.
Really? That game?
Yeah, Texas A&M. When we do the little guitar, me, TJ, Kyle, we hit the little guitar.
So when you got in the middle of that game, I think you guys had six total sacks in the third quarter. Was that when you guys started to realize, hey, we got an actual run to the college football playoff at this point?
Oklahoma or Texas A&M?
Texas A&M.
Yeah, 6 sacks?
I think you had 6 sacks in that game. 5 or 6 in that game.
5? I think we had 5, but after that game, it was on. Like we had built confidence after that, and then it kept rolling.
I've heard from everybody that Willie B is the most underappreciated and underrated stadium atmosphere in college football.
No, it's definitely underrated, but once you get in it, you'll respect it.
When you look back at that game, the Texas A&M game, is that the loudest you've ever heard Willie B?
Yeah.
I say because there's something about the night game that's a little bit different than the day game. Week 3, you can feel the vibrations going against LSU.
Oh, yeah,
but then it's night game, and then the atmosphere. You hear sandstorm right before you take the field. It just is an atmosphere like no other, right? Let me ask you, if you are trying to sound, and you don't have to sound because if he just won SEC Defensive Player of the Year, but let's just say that you're going into a meeting and talking to an NFL GM. Why should teams be targeting Kyle Kennard in the first round?
Why they should?
Yeah.
He's versatile. He's very versatile, very explosive, very athletic. And he's Sterluke's guy. Sterluke, he knows what he's doing. So.
What about Nicky Manwari?
Nicky Manwari, he's an athlete too. He should really go top 10 for real. He's an athlete.
Is he the best safety in the class?
Yes.
All right.
Definitely. He had 2 pick sixes called back. That's crazy.
That's crazy for starters.
That's crazy.
By the way, we all know that the first pick 6, the one in week 3, should never have been called back to begin with. Let me ask you out of curiosity, has it been on your mind just yet, knowing that you guys are playing down back in this state against LSU later on this season?
You said what?
Has it been on your mind that you guys get to come back to this state yet and you get to play LSU?
It hasn't been on my mind, but I know when it's time, I'm going to be ready.
Is that the game that you're most excited to go ahead and play in?
Nah.
What's your most excited game for 2025?
I say probably Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, really?
Yeah, Ole Miss.
Why is that?
Because we lost. We lost 24-3.
So you want the revenge to be able to go back?
I ain't really too worried about this year.
I don't blame you. Let me ask you, how do you feel about the rivalry going on between Coach Beamer and Coach Kiffin?
Coach Kiffin? I don't really think it's a rivalry. I just think it's a friendly competition.
Now, let me ask you, Lenore Sellers, Heisman Trophy favorite going in next year. Why?
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 I don't got to answer that.
Exactly. Super Bowl 59. 1 game, 2 teams, endless possibilities. And there's no better way to make every play more exciting than with FanDuel Sportsbook. Whether you're predicting the first touchdown, who will take home the MVP trophy, or the coin toss, FanDuel makes it easy to place your bets and feel the thrill of every moment. With live betting all game long, you can jump into the action, adjust your bets, and ride the wave of excitement from kickoff to the final whistle. Plus, to make the Super Bowl even sweeter, new customers can score $200 when you make your first bet. Just place a $5 bet, and if you win, you get $200 in bonus bets. Download the app or head on over to FanDuel.com/SECU and bet with FanDuel, official partner of Super Bowl 59. Disclaimer, must be 21 plus and present in select states for Kansas in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino or 18 plus in D.C. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issue with non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Okay, back to the show. Exactly. That is the exact right answer. Before we get John out of here, just a couple quick ones. Do you have any funny stories on Coach Beamer this past season?
Funny stories.
Any funny stories?
It's a lot.
What's your favorite moment of Coach Beamer this past year?
Favorite moment? When he sung Fantasia to his wife after the Texans. That was funny.
What about the moment in the bowl game this past year with him and Coach Beamer?
Yeah, that was one. That was one too.
Is that the most animated you've ever seen him act before?
No, that is the most animated I've seen him act.
Before I let John out of here, just want to get your thoughts. Going into next year, what are your individual goals that you hope to accomplish?
My individual goals, unanimous All-American. I'm looking to break the record again. I know I ain't break it last year, but I'm looking to break Jadeveon Clowney's record.
And then who is the most anticipated quarterback you're excited to face off against next year?
Most anticipated, Gary Nussmeier.
Gary Nussmeier? Yeah. Want the revenge factor on it?
He don't got them Twin Towers no more, so we'll see what he do.
He's Dylan Stewart. I'm Cole Thompson. This has been SEC Unfiltered. Make sure that you like the video, hit the ring notification, subscribe to the channel down below. We know Gamecock Nation loves Dylan Stewart. On his way to becoming an All-American, on his way to becoming the future #1 overall pick. Dylan, as always, appreciate it.
And can I mention the Crunch Time Hero?
Absolutely.
Foundation?
Crunch Time, make sure that we get that in there.
Yeah, the reason we did the Crunch Time Hero was to celebrate players like Dylan. But the other reason is to support a great foundation, the Archer Foundation. that can be found at archerfoundation.org, is to help kids with pediatric cancer. DIPG is one of the most horrible cancers. Only 300 kids get it a year. It is lethal. There is no cure, and we're helping those families make the time they have together with their those kids have the best life they can with their families. Go to archerfoundation.org. Help us help these kids out like Dylan has all year. Thank you so much.
Archerfoundation.org?
Yes, sir.
Archerfoundation.org, right here on SEC Unfiltered. Make sure you stop on by. For Cole Thompson, Dylan Stewart, for, of course, Vice President of Marketing, Mark Singleton. We're right here. Make sure that you like the video, hit the ring notification, subscribe to the channel. That way we talk college football, and we get guests like Dylan back on, and of course we get to sponsor everything that goes on with Crunch Time. Gentlemen, as always, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Dylan. We'll be right back after this.